Is your question really a question? Sounds weird, but not really. When you ask something, is it coming from a space of inquiry, or are you just making a statement and wording it like a question? So your question is actually an exclamation. For example, if I say, how could he do something like this? I just don't understand how he could do something like this. You are not really interested in knowing how he could do something like this. You are making a statement which, if it was a full stop, you would say that he should not have done what he did. So you are expressing an opinion in the form of a question. It's a rhetorical question, if you like. So I'm putting this in front of you because last time I created a video on facts, opinions, belief, and faith. Somebody asked that, what about questions? I have questions in my head, not any of these elements. But when you probe your questions, first of all, you need to sift the genuine question from the camouflaged statement. Next, when you have collected your genuine questions, you ask yourself, what part of language or the world or life is that question targeting? For example, I could be asking myself, how does this clock work? How do I paint that? How do I grow that particular seed? These are how-to questions, and I want to know factual answers. I want information. But if I ask, how could they do something which is so terrible? Why do people do terrible things? It's another realm. We are moving into a different realm, not just facts. You are actually inquiring into the psychology. So this could be a rhetorical question, or it could be a genuine question where you actually want to understand the psyche behind a certain action. Okay, so once you are able to sift the genuine questions from your list of questions, then you ask yourself, what are you constantly thinking about? Which area of life is that question targeting or tapping? Are your questions political questions? Are your questions moral questions? How do they overlap? Of course, political questions can be also moral questions. Are there questions about how to do something? So you want information. Are they interpersonal questions or intrapersonal questions? How do I overcome anger? Am I angry? Am I a good person? So you're asking questions about yourself. So a question is a great indicator to where your mind is flowing.